On this 4th, remember the threes. 612-333-3333. Yes, it's time to celebrate the old red, white, and blue, but on this 4th of July, consider the blue and white. Blue and white taxi, that is. Their number's easy, 612-333-3333. Hey everybody, it's Rusty Gatenby, your television buddy and host of the Twin Cities hit show, Twins Tuesday, and the Rusty Gatenby Review, wishing all my friends and fans a very happy and safe 4th of July weekend. And hey, don't let your celebration stop you from that safe ride home. Call Blue and White Taxi at 612-333-3333 and be smart with your phone. You can also schedule a ride to and from your destination at blueandwhite.com. That's blueandwhite.com. Or on this 4th, remember the threes. Call Blue and White, 612-333, go ahead, say it with me, 3333.
Congratulations, you found the Twin Cities hit show.
Very well. Where do I begin?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
You're lucky to be here.
Thank you, sir.
Reach for this one.
And now, a real hit show.
Please do not make me give the whole, it's not about how we go out there and do, it's about getting to go out there and do it together speech that I just gave you.
Live from the Twin Cities.
You better be ready to follow my ass down the rabbit hole, brother. I'm talking out of body, baby. Astral projection.
It's the Twin Cities hit show.
Hey, hold that up. Look, it's not bro time, it's show time. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, ready.
All right, come on, let's do this.
Let's get this hit show started.
And here we go. The day before the big 4th of July holiday weekend, and I think a lot of folks are going to be scooting out of town throughout the day today. Are you in town or are you staying?
I'm in town. Lucky me.
Going to go hit that fabulous Lakeville fireworks show that the mayor...
Yeah, for sure. That's always a good one.
Hessley Rey, how did you describe the mayor?
He's a tiny child, and he's very very easy to work with, and I loved our show with him. So I'm glad that he's doing the fireworks, and Chuck will be there.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
I will be there to make sure he is on task.
You looked like you were in line to be deputy mayor.
I think that I'm going to be elected.
Yeah, there was a certain chemistry there.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. He loved me.
Yeah. For folks who missed it, go back and click on the Chart House from last Thursday, which, by the way, another Chart House show this afternoon.
Yeah.
You're not excited about the Chart House?
No, I'm very excited. You know what?
You don't seem to be excited.
It's
at all,
around
Chuck.
the corner from
I take
my
it
house.
personally that you're not. Yeah, so you should be very excited. You stroll out in your boxer shorts, you stumble over to the Chart House, you fart around a little bit, and there you go.
It's so close. I might not even call Blue and White Taxi. I might just.
I think you should though, just because they're so responsive, and you just get a ride right to the Chart House and enjoy it.
Yeah, right to the Chart House. No, I'm excited. I'm going to pregame in the hot tub. I might even have a couple cocktails before I go. Makes for better.
Is this Hesley's mic?
Hesley is in the.
Am I not coming through?
You're low. You're.
That was completely potted down. So it's for the Chuck's
Should
running
I
to the
put
board
it closer
today.
to my mouth?
You were potted completely down. So
let's just start over. So tell us about Blue and White that you love so much.
Oh, where do I begin?
Yeah, where do you begin?
So can I tell you about...
When does this show end?
We
don't need this mic, Chuck.
The subject
right?
from that while I'm talking so you guys can hear what the mic is doing. I'm going to Danbury, Wisconsin tonight.
Danbury.
Yep, and I'm bringing my grandma and my kids.
Oh, you are?
I get to perform at the casino there. So, and Danbury is a really interesting area, and lots of people love comedy. So,
and it's just across the river. It's barely into Wisconsin, Danbury. Mm-hmm. And is it Grand Casino Hinckley, or what's the casino, or what's nearby there?
St. Croix Casino.
Is it Caesar's Palace? Is it what is up there? Is it Harrah's?
Yes, it's all of the Las Vegas casinos.
Nice.
I know, it's great. No, it's very exciting though. So
that's cool. So that's why you're blowing off the Chart House this afternoon.
That's why I'm blowing it off. Yeah, and I'm so sorry. And the mayor actually.
So sorry.
I know, but the mayor, I think, is going to call me later to give me his sadness that I'm not going to be there in Lakeville tonight too.
Mm-hmm.
I totally believe that. Yeah. Well, things could be worse. If you're having issues today, and I am looking at you, Chuck.
You sound like a Minnesotan.
It could be worse. It
Not
could
too
be
bad.
You could be one of 5,000 people who overnight were being evacuated.
A derailed freight train carrying a poisonous chemical is on fire right now in East Tennessee. It forced widespread evacuations in the town of Maryville, just outside of Knoxville. The train was traveling from Cincinnati to Waycross, Georgia. Up to 5,000 people were ordered out of their homes within a mile of the scene. They may not be able to return for 48 hours.
Good morning. Firefighters and emergency workers are at the scene trying to control the flames. Officials say the chemical on board the train is highly flammable.
Ooh.
Several emergency workers are being decontaminated and treated at a local hospital.
Here's your 911 calls.
We're receiving a couple of calls now about an oil tanker on a train on fire.
Senator, did I copy you say a tanker's got oil in it? You know how many gallons of oil we're talking?
I'm sorry, did I copy you right? Are you insane?
His accent, he can't do anything on a police radio and not sound like an idiot. I love that accent.
Are the Duke boys around? Did you see, was Burt Reynolds on that train?
Eat us, you dipstick.
It's a crude oil.
We're not sure about any of that right now. We're still waiting to get a car number so we can figure out exactly what's in it.
Officials say the derailed car was carrying acrylonitrile, a highly flammable and toxic liquid used to help make plastics. The train was carrying a total of 57 cars with mixed freight. 9 of the cars were carrying the chemical.
Oh, boy.
Okay, here's my rendition of the Southern cop calling us in. This is 1L19. I'm going to need me some units on a perimeter. I'm going to need grits for the boys. We're going to be here for the long haul. And maybe some Longhorn beer.
You've got 5,000 gallons of flammable liquid.
Yeah. All I think is it's such a huge disaster, and then you're totally right. All everyone can hear is hurdy, hurdy, hurdy. And that's it. Hurdy, hurdy.
Hurdy, hurdy, hurdy.
Are we sure that train's that haul of moonshine?
Let's not blow this out of proportion. It's 5,000 gallons of liquid, flammable, explosive material.
Not that big of a deal.
Not everyone.
Everyone just stop panicking.
Heck, that's what Chuck's going to be drinking this weekend.
Moonshine before the chart house.
And then you'll just come on the air and say, hurdy, hurdy, hurdy.
Hurdy, hurdy.
The end.
That's your impression of Southern accents?
Yeah,
hurdy?
that's all I can think of. I know.
It sounds Swedish. It sounds like the Swedish meatball guy. Eat the hurdy, hurdy. Eat the hurdy.
I know.
You've heard of the Swedish chef. You're the Southern chef.
Yeah, maybe I'm not doing the accent right.
No, you nailed it.
It could be me, but I think I nailed it.
It's us, not you.
But they're going to be, they said, for at least 48 hours, so there goes their 4th of July plans.
There's probably some nice fireworks in the community near them, like at Atlanta.
Well, it sounds like they might be seeing a big...
Hurdy?
They might be seeing a big old flaming mushroom cloud for their 4th of July.
Good point.
Anyway, so it could be worse. You could be one of the 5,000 people who are now like, oh, where the heck do we say? Well, Billy Bob's Double Wide is done full up. He's got that meth lab in the second part of it. We can't stay there.
I reckon that's some real danger down there.
It wasn't because of the meth lab, though. They just didn't have clean sheets.
For the last 10 years.
Forever.
Forever. Oh, that's stereotypical and wrong.
I'm so sorry, Hurdy.
Speaking of stereotypical and wrong, here's the Donald Trump backlash update.
Somebody's doing the raping, Don. I mean, for God's sake. Somebody's doing the. Just think it's women being raped.
That's him on CNN.
No, you're kidding me.
You can't.
Why is CNN allowing that to go over there?
Let's hear this again, please.
No.
Somebody's doing the raping, Don. I mean, somebody's doing the. Just think it's
for a second.
Really, it almost doesn't sound
like his hair was saying it, and his mind.
Right. But I'm going to get back to the raping, Hessley. Someone's doing it.
Somebody is raping women right now.
We need to address the raping. The raping is an issue, Don.
The fact that Donald Trump is is focusing on that right now is really odd. So I wonder if it's his hair.
He realizes it's CNN. They have an audience almost as big as the Twin Cities Hit Show. People are going to hear this, what he's just said. This was a live interview on CNN. Here's a little bit. I got to hear it one more time, but here's more.
Somebody's doing the raping, Don. I mean, somebody's doing that. You're saying it's women being raped. Well, who's doing the raping?
That's a legitimate question.
In an interview with CNN last night, the real estate tycoon turned presidential candidate doubled down on his controversial comments about Mexican immigrants. A controversy that began with Trump's kickoff to his White House bid.
They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists.
On Wednesday, Macy's followed NBC and Univision's lead, severing ties with the billionaire, saying, in light of statements made by Donald Trump, which are inconsistent with Macy's values, we have decided to discontinue our business relationship.
Yeah.
The nation's only Latina governor, Republican Susana Martinez of Mexico, also denounced Trump, saying, I think those are horrible things to say about anyone or any culture. That is uncalled for completely. But somebody's buying what he's selling.
Here's the but.
Recent polls show he's rocketed to the top of the GOP pack.
What is wrong with you people?
The Quinnipiac poll has him second only to Scott Walker in Iowa. And in a new CNN poll, he's second nationally, right behind Jeb Bush.
I don't understand how he's in first place, but I'm certainly honored by the poll. And I've always said that if I announced and if people felt that I was actually going to run, I would be at the top of the polls. That sort of happened.
Of course, when there are 14 candidates, it doesn't take much to land in second place. Right now, Trump's only getting about 10 or 12% in these polls. But Republican leaders worry that those numbers will just embolden him.
This is who he should be playing. Kanye, who's as big an ego as Trump, instead of Neil Young. But
did you see the statement from Trump?
Besides what we just heard, and what's the statement?
He's talking about defending his termination of his relationship with Macy's, because also some of the other followers, Macy's has dropped him because he made some comments about how obviously the Mexican people, but a lot of the Macy's stuff is made in Mexico. So Trump comes out, and I'll try and abbreviate this, but I've decided to terminate relationship with Macy's because of the pressure being put on them by outside sources. While selling Trump ties and shirts at Macy's is a small business in terms of dollar volume, yes, screw you, minimize that. My principles are far more important and therefore much more valuable. Never been happy about the fact that the ties and shirts are made in China. China. And should I start a new product line somewhere in the future, I would insist that they're made in America. Quite frankly, I was never satisfied with manufacturing my product in China, blah, blah, blah. And then he says, I've always said if you're successful, it's hard to run for office of president. He goes into this whole thing about running for president. He's just...
You know what the good news is about all of this? We could rename Lake Calhoun Donald Trump Lake.
Yeah, I feel like we're right on the cusp of pulling that off.
That would not be a controversy at this point after his statements.
Yeah, you might be onto something.
I think I am.
I just hope he stays in the race because it's entertaining.
It is so entertaining.
It is scary that he's getting all the support. Then it goes, America, what is wrong with you? But for entertainment, it's hilarious, except the fact that he's doing so well in the polls.
Isn't that frightening? Scary. But look at Jesse Ventura. Jesse Ventura. And he got elected, of course, so God help us.
He said nothing as controversial as Donald Trump.
Yeah,
in fact, his appeal was he seemed to cut through the BS and say common sense things.
Yeah.
Donald's not saying common sense things. He's appealing to the yeehaws who are all hurdy-hurdy with their opinions.
I agree, yes. When you said hurdy-hurdy, then I was like, yeah,
hurdy-hurdy.
You're right. I do think it's interesting when we're saying that Jesse Ventura is classier than Donald Trump. I mean, that says a lot about Donald Trump.
That's how far this universe is tilted.
That is where we are.
Speaking of bad things, there is new concern. We had it a couple of days ago about new concerns about the 4th of July being a weekend being possible terrorism attacks in the United States. New York is beefing up right now with record numbers of police enforcement, and I'm sure FBI and CIA and Homeland Security and all that, because they've got the Statue of Liberty and the big 4th of July fireworks show planned, but they say they're going to be ready. However, Minnesota, Mall of America, is also of concern, and that is it's one of the handful of states that has actually had
citizens, U.S. citizens, or people from America leaving to go help ISIS. Minnesota's had a handful of Somali people go, yeah, let's go burn up America.
Yeah, it's sad because, why is Minnesota the one harboring them? But so I would say we could just use this time to tell people to stop doing bad things.
Yeah, that's good.
Just
hey guys,
stop.
just stop.
Stop. Like I feel like my mom Gina's coming through. Like, just stop it. Just be kind and loving.
Yeah.
Don't do ISIS things.
Hey, you guys, stop with
You
the
guys,
ISIS.
just
okay,
stop it so much. Okay,
Yeah.
just be kind to each other.
I'll tell you what. Every time I was a Bloomington cop for 18 years, and I tell you what, I was always happy when there was something like this going on because there was a lot of overtime handed out under the federal dollars. And those guys, I've talked to my Bloomington cop buddies, they're making a killing.
That this is happening.
Tens of thousands of Minnesota's lives are in danger.
Yes,
How much overtime will I get?
Yeah, that's what I was. Wow, this is horrible, but wonderful.
Potential Armageddon
Oh,
as far as we are concerned, but
Think
how much
about
overtime?
all the economy that's being generated right
Hey.
now, though. I mean, let's look at it that way. There's a positive.
There's a positive. Yeah, I built a basement off overtime.
Oh, I hate
And-
that we're making a positive out of.
The positive is nothing happened. That's the positive.
Yeah, well,
that
yeah.
is
Thanks
true.
to my working hard to build a basement, I
Here's the
defended
spokesman.
freedom.
Here's the
Thank you, Chuck.
spokesman from New York City.
Well, our threat assessment is a no-brainer, which is you've got a terrorist group that is advertising a call for attacks. In the background,
Is he
of course,
falling
you
asleep?
always have the threat from Al-Qaeda, and you always have New York's target profile as a city that has been
I believe it's Herman Munster.
a primary target
feel
for
like
terrorism. But
half of his mouth
ISIS
is
has
having a
called on
stroke
its
right now.
followers over social media for attacks during the period of Ramadan, which we have a couple of weeks left of. So that's something you have to factor in.
Mike
They've made
Morrell-
the calls before, and people have acted on them.
Yeah, Mike Morrell was here and said he would not be surprised if it show up on Monday because there had been an attack over the weekend.
I would not be surprised necessarily either. I would be surprised if it was in New York, only because if you're a terrorist group and you're doing your assessment, you would probably pick a target that wasn't as hard when you understand what we're deploying against that.
And if there's any terrorists listening, South Dakota is very weak. Go
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Leave
that-
them all of America alone.
Hit him where it counts.
Wait, no, not South Dakota. They have Mount Rushmore. Go to
Yeah,
Idaho.
don't do that.
Yeah, but that's an ugly monument.
Go
Take
to
it out.
Idaho
Take out
makes
Wayward
potatoes,
Pines.
So
Go for Crazy Horse. It's not even done yet. Take that out.
I like the other announcer on there. Attack on America. Like, what was his voice doing too?
He's
very
pre-Parkinson's.
Charlie
Yeah.
Rose. He's like 149.
Everyone was having a stroke in that.
He's Charlie. Charlie Rose used to babysit Barry Zavan, the weatherman. That's how old
He
Charlie
did,
Rose.
did that come up with the show? I missed that.
Oh. But
I wouldn't doubt it. No,
I
when you
wouldn't
said
doubt
that, it's like totally plausible. Because funny thing about Charlie Rose. No. You shut up, young lady. I'll get through this. Charlie Rose wiped my ass when I was a child.
He knew everyone.
That's in the book.
Barry
That's in the
Zavan
book, page
does-
64.
I will give him credit. He knows everyone, and he has a lot of stories about them. And it was, we were all sitting around the campfire listening to our grandpa.
I was just eating my chicken.
Yeah, you were just focusing on the chicken.
And again, you can hear that whole thing on last week's Chart House show, which this afternoon we will be live at the Chart House. We're going to scoot this little show along because Hessley's got to head up north. Chuck's got to go do Tony Fly. Will that be on tonight?
Yeah, they're airing tonight. What is it, 11
Don't
o'clock?
tell anyone because they tape in advance.
Oh, just
People think
kidding.
it's
No.
live. So
I gotta
you
head
will
out.
be heading there at 10:45 in the morning to prep and rehearse and
Yes,
memorize
the
every
full
element.
day, yeah.
Because by the time you go on live
Yeah.
at 11,
gotta
you'll
be-
have the whole thing memorized.
I'll be
then.
so caffeinated
It's
12 hours later.
roughly 12 hours of
Yeah,
rehearsal
yeah.
before you go live.
Tech rehearsal.
This is going to
dress
be a good
rehearsal.
show. I
Oh,
can
it's
tell
gonna
already.
be.
Is there-
Not much preparation.
Do you have a musical number? Or you're not wearing that tube top, are you? Because I wanted to tell you.
No, I'm going here.
The-
Look at this. Here's what I look like with my shirt
It's
off.
very patriotic. The stars are placed on your man boobs, so that's
Yep.
nice.
You
but
look amazing. You are
Thank
in
you.
here in full
Thank
outfit to
you.
do your trapeze.
you know what? Give it a shot.
know.
Yeah.
I must tell you though, TV puts on. It adds weight. So
God help me. My sideburns are extremely bushy today too.
Plus,
I'm
you'll
gonna-
need to prep for the fireworks that will happen behind you when you're on the show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
you should be swing. Do a little performance with sparklers yourself.
Nostril flaring. I'm gonna do a lot of this.
I would pay money to see that if
All
you
right.
could wear a tutu and do
So
sparkler
we're
dance.
going to take a quick break. We're scooting the show along, and when we come back, Stephen Colbert. Did you hear what he did?
Negative.
Oh, it's funny. He went on Eminem. He had Eminem join him on Cable Access Michigan for a 1-hour show. We're going to show just a couple of highlights. Some beaches are going to be closed over the weekend, and it's for reasons that are right out of a Hollywood screenplay.
Obama.
And there's evidently a new shot that is a vaccine that's being approved where you will lose weight simply by getting a shot. Hello.
No. You have to eat less.
No, I want a shot. I need a shot.
I just need someone else.
The Twin Cities Hit Show. We'll be right back.
MacMen. Don't let your computer problems drive you mad. We are MacMen, Minnesota's premier tech consultants and problem solvers for Macs, mobile devices, troubleshooting, training, and much more. No more dragging your computer all over town because we come to you. We love making house calls to your home or small business. MacMen. Call 612-345-8005.
The term foodie can sometimes come across as a tickle pretentious. BT and Lydia are here to demystify the term and reclaim it for the sake of good food. Their weekly podcast brings in fellow foodies and culture creators from the Twin Cities to talk about all things food. Find this duo only on the Alive and Social Network.
It's been a Twin Cities food legend for almost 30 years. It's been the anchor for the Minneapolis Warehouse District since it opened. And you may not know that the Loon Cafe can provide their outstanding creations and much, much more for your gathering, whether it's a private party or corporate event. For custom catering beyond the menu, contact the Loon Cafe. They'll create foods that will amaze your guests. Leave the cooking to someone else. Contact Brian at the Loon Cafe for your catering needs. Call 612-332-8342 or visit looncafe.com.
On this 4th, remember the threes. 612-333-3333. Yes, it's time to celebrate the old red, white, and blue, but on this 4th of July, consider the blue and white. Blue and white taxi, that is. Their number's easy, 612-333-3333. Hey everybody, it's Rusty Gatenby, your television buddy and host of the Twin Cities hit show, Twins Tuesday, and the Rusty Gatenby Review, wishing all my friends and fans a very happy and safe 4th of July weekend. And hey, don't let your celebration stop you from that safe ride home. Call Blue and White Taxi at 612-333-3333 and be smart with your phone. You can also schedule a ride to and from your destination at blueandwhite.com. That's blueandwhite.com. Or on this 4th, remember the threes. Call Blue and White, 612-333, go ahead, say it with me, 3333.
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show. Say it fast 3 times. We just dare you.
Can I just say, I'm hearing this song now on the radio, and we were the first to break it the day it dropped.
What station?
Go 96.
Oh.
The Current.
Well, then I probably heard it, and I'm so used to hearing it every day.
This is Beck's hip and fun return to music.
That's right. I didn't realize it was Beck, because I actually liked it.
Instead of his angsty self.
Mm-hmm. This was your pick for the song of the summer, and I backed you on that. See, we agreed on something.
It's gaining some momentum.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
I know.
And Beck should actually, reach out to you to let you know.
No, because he'll probably send me a bill for using his music.
Yeah, don't reach out to him.
This is a song option for you to play at your little campfire this weekend. And you can brag that.
Yeah, it's the new Beck. Heard it on the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Get me called it. Get me called it.
Since we're talking new music, and it is the 4th of July weekend, there's this fabulous thing on the internet. I don't know if you've heard it. It's called YouTube.
Nope.
Sounds like a new site.
Tell us about
porn?
it.
Look it up on Ask Jeeves, and
Ask Jeeves.
You may find it.
Is that still a thing?
Here is Do you know Kate Smith? The name Kate Smith means nothing, right?
I don't know at all.
It sounds common.
And the YouTubes? What is this technology?
Yep, it's
of which
true.
You speak?
No,
Kate
call
Smith is
call
on?
Al Gore. He will explain it to you.
I'm just going to ask my phone right now.
So, talking about new music, this woman, Kate Smith, she was a singer. She was kind of heavy set, almost opera physique, you know. Night over till the fat lady sings. She was the poster child for that. But very popular on radio, and this is on YouTube, and I love that it's the first time this song is debuted, and I think the year was 1938. But check this out, and it's perfect for this weekend.
And now we take great pleasure in presenting to you the star of our program, Miss Kate Smith.
Hello, everybody. It is my happy privilege to introduce a new song, God Bless America.
A new song. Wow. Here's a song that we've just taken for...
While the storm clouds gather,
no one knows this intro, but...
far across the sea.
Yeah, this is a different version.
She'll get into it.
She will.
So imagine that radio audience going, heard a new song drop today on the radio.
Do you think
it's going to catch on forever? Yeah, I do. I just thought it was kind of cool. I'm like, oh my God, I guess this song did have a beginning, and here it is, captured on this YouTube.
Let's all remember this moment when we're enjoying the 4th of July. You know,
here we go.
This right now.
The debut of this new song, kids.
Kate Smith. That was a really much longer intro than...
It's got a real military feel.
Yeah.
This was written in 1918 by Irving Berlin.
Oh, he's a songwriter, that guy.
He does a lot of that stuff. Yeah, I don't know what
So
else.
it was 38, wasn't it?
Yeah.
On the mountains.
And it was revived by Berlin in 1938 as a peace song and introduced as an Armistice Day broadcast.
So just for the listeners, too, Rusty just saluted into the air here.
Chuck,
there's a misfire.
During your 12 hours, you may want to rethink your routine and work the Kate Smith. You and your two-top with the sparklers.
I wonder if Beck could work this into a song somehow that we could use also.
Tim Mahoney, man.
The three of them. And Beck.
Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above.
You have a beautiful singing voice.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
both of you. Rusty, that sounds so magical. You missed your calling. I feel like really this is what you should be doing.
Anyway, I thought it was cool. It's like, oh yeah, I guess every song has a beginning, but this song that we now just hear all the time, its beginning was actually documented, and there it is for you on the YouTube.
You just honored America and really got into this. God bless America. And I feel inspired.
It's 4th of July,
You just reminded me what the whole point was.
Yeah, take that, terrorists.
God damn it. It's the 4th of July, and we're going to
Son
celebrate.
of a bitch, it's the 4th. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
America. Fuck
America.
yeah.
America. Hurdy.
Now, what you don't want to do is go swimming in, I want to say, North Carolina.
Yeah.
A man in his late 60s was airlifted to an area hospital after being attacked by a shark while swimming 30 feet off Ocracoke Island in North Carolina.
Isn't this like the
Andrew Costello, a former editor-in-chief of the Boston Herald, was bitten in his torso, hip, lower leg, and both hands by what officials say is a 6 to 7 foot gray shark. It's the 7th shark attack along the North Carolina coast in the last 3 weeks.
Bring race into this
on
at all.
Saturday in Rodanthe, an 18-year-old was airlifted after being bitten in his calf, torso, and hands. And in Avon, North Carolina on Friday, a 47-year-old man was hospitalized after he was attacked by a shark while swimming with his 2 children.
It's a little scary. Don't remember seeing so many shark attacks.
Shark attacks in North Carolina are rare. They typically see fewer than 1
Not
incident
anymore.
per year.
Fewer than
the
one.
7 over the last few weeks have experts worried. Sam Gruber is the founder and director of the Bimini Biological Field Station in the Bahamas.
When I first heard of several shark attacks, I was fairly surprised because I know that the Carolinas are not a particularly hot spot for shark attacks. Something strange is going on because the trend is normally 0 or 1 attack in that area.
Yeah. See, another reason to live in Minnesota. We don't have to worry about shark attacks, earthquakes,
Those sharks are
tsunamis.
angry.
Here's the cause. Duh.
Tell us.
It's the 40th anniversary of Jaws, and they played it last Sunday and last Wednesday, and the Sharks know this.
I don't think that's right. I think
Well,
the sharks are just causing
Why?
drama.
What? No,
You know
no, no.
what I mean? Like,
Think about it, Hessley. You're
it's
being
like
naive.
Women.
Hold
You're
on.
being naive.
Why are those sharks causing so much drama
Those
right
dang
now?
sharks.
And
Hold on,
they're
Chuck.
angry.
Because I've got coming in now through the magic of podcasting, we actually have microphones at the press conference down there. Here's a...
Look, we depend on the summer people here for our very lives.
We're not going to
And
have
if
a
you
summer
close those
unless you
beaches,
deal
we're
with this
finished.
problem.
We're not only going to have to close the beach, we're going to have to hire somebody to kill the shark. I mean, we're going to have to tell the Coast Guard.
Mr. Vaughn,
we're going
you
to
have to
get shark
contact the
repellent.
shark
We're going to have to put
research
extra
panel.
deputies on because
You
every
have to
nut in
ring
the
this
world is going to
entire
come in
harbor.
here. I don't
spend
think
money
one
until
one
you
of you
get
are
us.
familiar with our problems.
I think that I am familiar with the fact that you are going to ignore this
cousin.
particular problem until it swims up and bites you on the...
My
Wait a
cousin.
second. There are two ways to deal with this problem. You're either going to kill this animal or you're going to cut off its food supply.
Larry, we have to close the beaches.
Better close the beaches. Good
Are those
Lord.
the sharks speaking? Are they the sharks
No, that
talking?
was the
Oh.
mayor.
Oh,
and
they
I
were
guess, let me get this right,
The
Chief Brody and a
feel
marine biologist. That was a live press conference.
They're the ones that are making the sharks so mad, and that's why they're biting. Everyone should just settle down.
Stop teasing sharks, you little shits. That
Yeah.
it started with those two kids. They were like 10 and 12. Teasing sharks. That's what this is about.
And they're a vulnerable creature. Like, we really need to form a cause.
Besides the woman who went for a day drive 9 months pregnant getting lost in the woods, who else would say, good day to go to the beach this weekend in North Carolina? I'm sure she's already on a Greyhound heading to North Carolina with her infant to go wade in the waters.
I wonder if there's
But
any,
who else?
any overtime for retired cops out of this.
Who else is going to go swim in those waters this weekend?
Somebody who's hot, like they need to cool off a little bit.
Or someone who's hot, if you know what I mean.
Somebody who's warm, like their body temperature
hot.
would be hot.
Hot.
I know. I'm sorry about my.
What if you see, what's his face from Sharknado at the beach? Then you really got to leave. Adrian, what's his name?
Ian Zan.
Ian Zan. If he's at the beach, I'm definitely
Ian.
not going.
If your name is Ian, but you pronounce it Ian, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're pretty pretentious.
Yeah.
Yep. If he's there, don't go. But don't worry about the shark attacks. Just look out for Ian.
Yeah. Hey, can I do breaking news here? We got some breaking news.
Yeah, what do we got?
Yeah, they're a huge lockdown at a Navy yard in Maryland, I believe, at the Washington Navy Yard
Sharks?
after reports of gunfire and
Oh.
sharks.
Oh.
So they locked the whole thing down, what they thought was an active shooter situation, and they deemed it to be a false alarm.
Firecrackers?
Yeah, breaking news right
All
now
clear.
on CNN and our thing here.
Well, I guess that's good. At least you're responding.
No sharks were harmed in this broadcast.
Oh, is that
That's coming from you.
Oh, because I clicked on the link. Oh, so let's listen for a very quick second. Good timing. This is the mayor.
She's purty.
Thanks. Okay, false alarm. You heard it here. False alarm.
Thank
Heard it.
goodness.
Breaking
I mean,
news.
It's good. It's great that it's a false alarm. This happens often, though, and it creates so much
Happens a lot with-
wonderful overtime.
With pregnancies too, I
Yeah.
feel like you have just
I
at
heard
this
a
time.
gunshot.
Yeah, we thought there was a pregnancy. We dispatched a pregnancy test.
Oh, yeah, that does happen
we,
sometimes,
We
yeah.
used a piss test.
Mhm.
It came back blue or whatever color, and we're all good. It's a false
Sometimes
alarm.
you can get confused about normal things. You know,
Yeah.
like, am I pregnant or not?
Yeah.
And then you don't really know, but
Right.
you want other people to think
Uh-huh.
that you might be, and so
I feel like
yeah.
you're looking right at me when you say that because I do. I've had some false scares about being
I
pregnant.
feel like I could be pregnant right now, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Should we take a million tests?
Gross.
I know.
There's one bathroom in this studio. One. No.
Yeah, poor
No, 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 no.
ladies, not always knowing.
Poor
when they're
ladies.
pregnant.
Poor ladies.
Speaking of that, not to change the subject, You know how there are women who can actually go through a full pregnancy without knowing?
Yeah. Whoops.
Whoopsies. There it is. How does that happen?
Look what just came out. Oopsie.
How do you get that disconnected from your body?
Yeah.
I've been struggling to get to the chorus of Village People, and it took this long.
That was like the intro to God Bless America. It took so long.
There you go.
I feel like this could be a hit.
Mind.
I feel like this could be a hit.
I hear members of the Village People were gay.
Ooh, I don't know.
Unverified.
Yeah, unverified. I never saw anything.
How was that guy able to actually go out and enforce the law and keep up his record career? I mean, I'm very impressed.
Tell us, yeah, how?
Yeah, and how so distracted by that sexy cop outfit. I like the Indian personally. That guy was
Hey, let's not knock the Village People. They worked really hard at being different roles.
being different roles.
Stephen Colbert's free time on his hands. His show does not start until September, I believe, taking over for Dave Letterman. But in the meantime, he's keeping himself busy by doing other things, like he just yesterday showed up on Michigan Public Television.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Also, welcome to another edition of Only in Monroe. I'm Stephen Colbert,
Monroe,
filling in
Michigan.
for your usual hosts, Michelle Bauman and Kaylani Ray Rafko Wilson. I'm not sure how many people that is, but none of them could be here tonight. And I'm so grateful for the hospitality shown to me by everyone here at Monroe Public Access Cable Television, or MPACT. They are all team players because they know there is no I in MPACT. Marshall, you want to help me out with this?
Here's Eminem doing the public service
it says
announcements.
on the teleprompter that I'm supposed to say I'd love to, Stephen.
That's great. Thanks. On July 1st, an infant CPR safety and care class will be offered from 10 a.m. to noon. So if you're an infant interested in CPR or just a fan of unobstructed breathing, head on down to the Monroe County Health Department, 2353 South Custer Road. Marshall?
And remember to check out the River Raisin Independence Festival and fireworks on July 3rd. You can celebrate America's independence from England and Monroe's independence from celebrating the 4th on the 4th. It's your last chance to see fireworks in Monroe until New Year's Eve on December 30th.
Tuesday, July 7th, is the monthly meeting of the Monroe Coin Club. Stop by if you're a numismatist or if Tuesday is laundry day and you just need to break a single.
Wednesday, July 8th, Kinetic Chiropractic at 2059 North Monroe Street will offer a free class for handling stress. No late admission. Get it together for once in your life and show up on time.
On July 15th, stop by City Hall for beginning birding basics. Reminder for birders, vests with under 8 pockets will not be admitted.
July 22nd is the Monroe Mayor's Traffic Committee. All traffic officials are required to be at the meeting, so if you're on the road between 5 and 7 p.m., floor it.
Well, that's community calendar for July. What month comes next? Find out next time, only in Monroe.
I
Before
love
we go,
it.
I'd like to thank everyone at Impact.
They end the show with about,
Couldn't have done it without you.
I think about 5 minutes of just bad music and waving.
Yeah.
They just sit there and wave and wave and wave.
I also want to
I
thank
am
guests,
now very much looking forward to Stephen Colbert's show.
He's a funny guy, and if he wrote this himself, he's
got writers.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you gotta
Yeah,
love
I think it's like you're alluding to. I think it's kind of pre-publicity for his upcoming show,
Yeah.
and hopefully, I hope he had some say in the writing of this because that would help. I'm nervous about what he's going to be like on that show.
I think he's actually reading their announcements. Like,
Oh,
of
yeah.
the
No, for
community.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so he didn't write it. He's
Yeah.
just.
No, but
no,
he
but
wrote
they
the
wrote some
jokes
jokey
to
jokes
it.
in there too. Yeah.
Yeah, the jokey
Yeah,
jokes.
and I doubt Eminem wrote those, but I love Eminem's aspect.
Dude, he's got a writer. He's the head. He's in charge, and he's got a writer. I'll just
Right.
clear it up for you.
No,
and by the way, there's
I
no
gotcha.
Santa.
I gotcha.
Eminem did not write one of those jokes.
Oh, for sure.
And Stephen Colbert did not go in by himself. He went in with a producer, and I guarantee about 9 to 10 writers.
What if we're wrong though, and Eminem
Did write those?
He wrote the whole thing.
You know
he
what-
was behind it all. It was his
We
strategy.
used to do this, by the way, at Madison. We would go on public access television, and we had to do it was the community affairs, and it was slotted. I believe it was 15 minutes. So we'd try and haul ass through the community affairs. So we'd have like 5-10 minutes at the end of it to have Danny O'Day, the ventriloquist dummy, do inappropriate humor and lip sync to Frank Sinatra songs.
Oh, that's funny. You know,
we got fired.
That's not funny. I love Eminem's affect because the guy is a very talented actor, and he's really dumbs it down to read really monotone. It sounds like Tom Shane from Shane Diamonds or whatever.
Could you do like maybe an announcement for this area, quick, like potluck dinner, and we'll do it in our Minnesota affect? We could try that. At the local Lutheran church tonight, there is a spaghetti dinner. Please come on down.
Yeah, if you get a chance, come down to our spaghetti dinner where we'll have delicious meatballs and spaghetti. Try to be there by 6 and don't wear a white shirt. Ha ha.
Meat raffle.
Meat raffle. Hardy. Did you see
that makes us more relevant.
Did you see the Ron Burgundy bit where he before the movie he was not him, the whole group was brilliant about the promotion for Anchorman 2.
I did not see that.
The movie was a letdown, as always. But
it was, yeah.
The pre-promotion was great. They were in everything. They were in all these commercials. But they took over a newscast in North Dakota.
You're talking Will Ferrell did all this. Yeah, he did the Dodge national commercials.
Yep.
Then he took over a local thing. Yeah, so Stephen Colbert is kind of borrowing from the Will Ferrell.
But Colbert did it better. Ferrell he went in and he sat at the anchor desk and joined in on the news, and then he threw in the regular antics. It was pretty funny.
And then he invaded a curling competition, announcership, always as Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
And cracking people up. Well, if we are going to do community affairs, you got to have Whoopi John Wilfart.
Oh, our guy, remember Wilfart? Yeah.
Hey, welcome back. Got some announcements for you.
Actually, interesting story. Hessley, interesting story about Wilfart. He actually spoon-fed me when I was in the hospital. No. Let me finish, young lady. He actually spoon-fed me when I was in the hospital one time.
So the fireworks show is going to go on, but it's just a firework. It's a firework show. We had money issues. We will be shooting off one bottle rocket at 10 p.m. at the 4th of July celebration that's going on. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I kept interrupting. Women should not do that.
Will she never stop talking?
Let me finish here, young lady.
You're still here?
That was so funny. Does she ever stop talking, Rusty?
No.
The
no
church bake
does.
sale is going on as well. That'll be going on Sunday.
I will never stop talking. You can't control me.
God, that was a funny episode. Really?
Oh, God, it was so much fun. Yeah. I had a blast.
Whoever keeps using the dumpster at the boat launch, that is not legal. And how many condoms do you use, by the way? Stop with the illegal dumping at the boat launch.
Try not to, okay?
Nice timing on the laugh, Mr. Wilfart.
Wilfart came in to save the day. Oh, he is laughing at it. Yeah.
Whoopi John Wilfart Orchestra with Don Burkhart. Live on the Twin Cities Show.
How many condoms do you need to dump at the boat land?
I save them. What I do is I hoard them up because I don't contamination.
Them
so I'll dump like 20 at a time. Yeah.
No
so that's like 5 years worth.
Wow.
The meat raffle will be going on.
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
Now remember to bid on the silent auction. Myrtle's art is on sale. She does great lakeside paintings.
Oh, Wilfart comes in and he's so enthusiastic.
Hey,
about
he's in the Minnesota Hall of Fame.
You know,
he should be.
I know you told me that.
He was the first one inducted into the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame.
I was too busy talking over everyone to hear you even say that. So.
All right, enough of that. So.
Wilfart. God damn it.
God damn it, Wilfie.
Bless America.
Wilfie.
Why? And seriously, that's your name, Will Fart?
Yeah.
Come on now.
You can't be taken seriously.
I can't believe that's a real name.
He should change it to Ian.
Yeah. I promised to talk about the fat shot. If you're going to the beach and you need to get into your bikini outfit or your patriotic tube top, Chuck, you may want to have a shot now, a vaccine that helps you lose weight. Check it out.
This morning, a shot in the arm can help your body fight the battle of the bulge. A study published in the New England Journal of Medicine reports promising results from a new type of weight loss drug. Almost 2/3 of the people lost 5% or more of their body weight.
This is a new generation of drugs. It's called liraglutide. It is an injectable drug. The brand name is Saxenda. It's actually been around for a couple of years to treat diabetes, but was just approved by the FDA for weight loss in December. So So this
shouldn't Saxenda be a boner drug?
I have a really
aimed
good
to make
idea
sure
that I
that
think
it was
we should
effective
sell,
for
too.
weight loss. They looked at 3,700 people over a year. Everyone was prescribed a diet and exercise regimen, but some people got the drug and others got placebo. At the end of the year, the people that got the drug lost 18 pounds, which is 3 times as much as people who didn't.
Bad part is you poop out your liver.
So here's my idea.
Side effect.
All right. Get the vaccine and then also don't eat as much food and 100% results.
Why are you looking at me like I'm fat?
I'm just saying you should probably get the vaccine too, but like then also don't eat as much food. And
And
then,
probably
you know,
exercise.
and
Don't eat as
exercise
much.
a little bit, yeah.
Mix in some salads and vegetables.
Because
this
you
is
know,
all revolutionary.
You know how weight is gained, right? It's from putting food into your mouth and then too much food.
Don't follow.
Makes fat
Explain.
happen, and so
I'm going to ask Jeeves.
I'm really glad that we have a new way to put more vaccines.
Have
in
you
our
ever
body.
had a weight issue though? You're so thin.
I'm very slight. I'm a tiny bird.
Slight. I'm
Yes,
a tiny
I'm a
little
tiny
bird.
bird.
Is it because you
Like-
barely eat,
Yeah,
or
and so that's how I know it's true.
Yeah, she's had that muffin there. She's had that. She's
and I have not.
she's
touched
taking
it.
little pinches of it. That thing, the whole thing would have been in my mouth.
You
Well,
know
first of all, I don't want
what?
Rusty getting
Those
mad at me.
little
but
pinches you saw me take,
Yeah.
that sustains me for an entire week.
nice.
Wow, look at
1
you.
week, I know. I'm just living off of muffin pinches.
But
muffin pinches.
But you
That's
will
my
drink
idea.
12 to 18 Bud Lights, though, won't you?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, just to, you know.
Have you
I
been to
wanna
the VFW lately?
I want to balance my calories.
Have you been to our comedy show at the VFW? 18?
No.
That's going like.
Is that
You
going
know,
on?
they have really cheap drinks there.
Yeah.
So if you are having a weight issue at all, I would say even if you're not eating that much, go there and drink their beers. And if you're eating too much, go there and just drink alcohol from them because, you know, and don't eat.
Yeah.
Do they have
That's the idea.
Do they have a meat raffle there?
Yeah, I think they do. A couple of times they have, I'm sure. They got bingo and then
Oh, they gotta have them pull tabs.
they got so many pull tabs happening, and so it'd be a great time. Love to see you out. Just so you know, our next show there for the comedy is on the 21st of July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already got a guy hitting me up. If he hasn't hit you up last night or today, very funny comedian.
I was going to say, what do you just changed the subject?
Yeah,
You're having a
right.
gay affair? What are
Yeah,
you talking about?
Ooh, he's
I got a
gonna
guy
hit
hit me up.
me.
I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
Where were we? We were talking about the meat raffle, clearly.
Ah.
And that also translates
What do you mean
to
you got a
having
guy
a
hitting you up? What does that mean?
For my comedy show.
Comedies.
Comedy
It's the
show.
comedies.
I don't know Chuck, but
Yeah.
I'm sure he's very funny.
Yes. You've had him on before. He'll be a guest on our show. We just booked him.
Okay, alrighty then. Well, have we done enough damage then?
Oh, we've done a lot of damage.
When time does your Greyhound take off for Danbury?
Well, I will be driving us down there,
Oh.
and yeah, I don't have to go there until about 4 p.m. today. So
Gross.
So the show there is at 8, and I'm very excited to perform for Danbury Casino, and hooray! And maybe I'll throw in a meat raffle and a hurdy.
Hurdy.
Mhm.
You still
And
we
no
still
sharks are there.
we still don't know the name of the casino though.
St. Croix Casino.
Croix. That's
Croix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
St.
mispronouncing
Croix.
You're mispronouncing it.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. They did too. Yeah, when they live there.
And they
so
live there, so they're idiots.
That tells you about Danbury.
And will you be seeing fireworks?
I don't know if they have any fireworks, but I'm hoping. So here's my dream: is that when I'm there, Chuck will show up with his tutu and then sparklers, and that will take over. And then in the background, we'll just sing "God Bless America," but it'll be your voice, Rusty, because you did such a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And so we got our chart house this afternoon,
live from the chart house,
which it looks like will be another glorious day. And you'll be live on the Tony Fly show after a 12-hour rehearsal.
Yes.
Such
That'll
a
be tonight.
long day.
Yeah, long day of prep.
We're going to end the show with this is awkward. Celine Dion saying that that's the land that she loves, America.
Oh, she's Canadian. Isn't she?
She's not even from here.
not
Is she
allowed.
allowed
Oh,
to
she's-
sing
No,
this?
she's not
I know.
allowed.
See?
It doesn't
Obama.
even- no.
See?
You
This
know
is
what?
Obama.
You know
Overreaching.
what? I am getting upset.
Yeah.
What gives her the right to sing this song?
All right. You know what? Never mind.
Don't play that
Celine.
one either. No, don't.
do
No,
that
I hate this lady.
anymore.
No, Whitney's got the awesome voice, even though she ended tragically. Hey, so did I.
This is awkward. Here's Celine Dion.
See, I was like, Celine Dion singing God Bless America, land that I love.
Listening, though, and then that's all she took away from this entire show is, this is awkward. Here's Celine Dion. And she felt really bad. She's crying right now.
I saw Celine Dion in concert.
Did
it was
you?
good. All right,
She's
yes.
also very slight.
Someone cue Whitney. There we go. Okay, Whitney.
Happy
It's all
4th,
you now.
guys. We'll see you at the Chart House tonight, 5:30.
Put out your cigarette, Whitney. We want you to sing us out. Boy, all right. Hopefully she will. See you at the Chart House. See you. Watch Chuck tonight. My 29, Tony Fly, on the fly.
You guys have a great show. I'm gonna miss you tonight, but I'm gonna be listening. Yeah.
Right on. You have a fun 4th of July up in Danbury.
You guys enjoy the 4th too, and everyone listening, be nice to each other.
America.
Watch the fireworks.
America.
Oh, she's singing the full Kate Smith intro. Hey, when you're in Wisconsin, buy them real fireworks and smuggle them back.
You know what? I'm gonna get so many fireworks, and then maybe at our next Chart House show, we could just light them off.
I'm sure Josh will have no problem with illegal fireworks
Josh
going
will be
off on
fine with it,
the
yeah.
patio. Get to the God Bless America, for
At
God's
least we're
sakes.
not dumping off of the patio. You know what I mean? That would be worse.
Oh, she still had her voice here. We're just riffing until she starts singing God Bless America.
Get to the point, Whitney.
Drag that slide bar over.
This was 15 years ago, so she was still at her peak.
Before the crack cocaine.
She was doing okay. She does really have a beautiful voice.
I never liked her.
Oh, really?
She lost her voice at the end.
That's probably why she died, Chuck. You didn't like her.
Yeah, I would think so. I have a pretty big effect on
You have your energy going out there just affected everything. Yeah. Oof.
Who's that?
You should apologize.
There we go. Here it is. Okay, now we can sing.
Finally.
Have a happy and safe 4th of July. We'll hopefully see you at the Chart House.
Happy 4th.